Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for waiting. It's your host, Shane Gilfeather, and we are in round 11 of the NASCAR League 2024 for SimHaus Racing. Welcome. We are almost at the end of the championship, and tonight it's the last oval championship. But before I get into any formalities, I want to introduce a new commentator into the box. It's Alan Marks, our sponsor for Corgi Tours. How are you, Alan?
Wonderful, thank you.
First time commentating?
Definitely.
So you're a big fan of the NASCARs. You know, you've been watching Marcus Ambrose over the years, and
Well, I kind of stopped. I stopped watching after he kind of stopped, but yeah, with the new Aussies like Kostecki and Waters and Brown getting into it, I sort of got back into it again since then.
Well, tonight we're at Talladega, one of the super speedways, and very exciting. We started the season off with Daytona, and we're almost closing off with the other one, Talladega. Famous indeed.
Worldwide. A nice bookend of super speedways.
Definitely. Well, I hope the guys have gotten comfortable with each other. We do have some new drivers out there. The guys are in qualify session, and it is your guy on screen, Eric Chandra, who is out in front at the moment. And we'll bring up the live timing, see where everyone's hanging in the qualify session. It is a private session as well, Alan, so there's no drafting for these guys. It's all about just hanging down in the bottom of the pond or down on the yellow line you see there on the right-hand side. Although you can see there, Eric's hanging high through there, carrying that momentum. You can see the bottom right-hand corner, his top speed 290. That's the top speed, Alan, for single cars, but watch it increase up to 310, even 315. Let's see how big the train gets.
The power of the draft.
Yes, side draft, rear draft, very important. Stay with the pack. If you lose the pack, you are gone. It's goodbye. You have to wait for them to come around, and hopefully there's a yellow out there, so you can get a lucky dog, which is out on available in the server. Also, we're going to have 3 races. We'll see how they go in the first race, Alan. And it is scheduled for 20 laps, 30 laps, and 50 laps. We might increase that towards the end of the night, seeing how they go. We'd love to see some big green runs, which means they'll have to fuel on the green flag. So this could be a tactical move. Then it's really helpful to have some teammates out there as we have 3.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, and being a bigger track as well, you're not as much of a risk of falling a lap down, but it depends on how long your pit stop's going to take. On a shorter track, that's a different story.
Yeah, so definitely able to get in, fuel, and get out there before the field comes around and laps you, making it awkward. But you need to pit with a teammate. You need to know to come in with a teammate. You need to be pushing each other around the whole circuit. After all the green flag pit stops are done, it's be important to see where they come out. And they can't really pit for tyres. So Talladega, a circuit like this, if there's a pit stop with about 5 laps to go and they've got enough fuel, I doubt they'll be coming in for tyres, because Talladega, not really essential to have fresh tyres, but we'll see.
So not a tyre-hungry track like other ones?
No, the shorter tracks, the tyres make a huge difference, but at Talladega, it's all about the draft, baby, like you said.
It's all about your drafting partner as well.
Yep. Now, Bruno Kalef, the current leader of the overall championship, he is on pole at the moment. I'm sure he's hoping that one of his teammates get up there as well. There's a few drivers from Pro Mixed Flame.
Very close, 2nd and 3rd at the moment. Not far off.
So we've got 2 championships thanks to your sponsorship, Alan, from Corgi Tours. There's prize money for the leader or the winner of the Oval Series. They'll get a prize sent to them from yourself, and we've got the overall, and we've also got the best road circuit. And there's a couple other competitions going on, Alan. Do you want to explain those ones?
The other two competitions being more livery based, because the theme of my tour company is based on movie tours. That's why I have a separate competition for best movie and television liveries. Unfortunately, haven't had too many television liveries lately. Well, up until this lovely car here from Hank here in his Postman Pat tribute livery. So he's definitely now a contender for that award. I'll have to give him credit for that. So, yeah, there's a prize for best movie-based livery and best television-based liveries.
So on screen we've got Scott Flack, who is currently the leader of that competition, or the favourite to take that competition.
Favourite at the moment, and it is a Days of Thunder Cole Trickle-based livery there.
And I'll highlight...
Looking sensational on screen there.
Yeah, I'll highlight the other ones. It's going to be Matthew Parry. Goodbye, Pork Pie.
With this very, to his credit, a very original livery. It's a very hard movie to track down. I've had a go and I can't seem to find it anywhere, unless you find it on DVD. But full credit to Matt for going out to the effort that he's done. It
might actually be on VHS only, Alan.
One of those obscure ones, exactly.
So we've got Orange Army. We've got Tiago Lopez from Hammerdown Motorsport. He is from Portugal. And if you're looking at the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see his livery down there and his nationality for you viewers at home to see where they're actually racing from. And these guys aren't originated from these countries racing in Australia. They're actually racing from these countries live as we speak. So we've got Argentina, Portugal, Indonesia, Russia, Australia, Netherlands, New Zealand. Jacobs from the UK. Hungary. Yeah, Laszlo to Glass on screen now is in 13. So let's see how he goes as qualify session has finished. We will bring up the results for you as we get to the end of the qualify session. Here they are as they stand. Alan, take it away.
So in pole position we have Bruno Kolev, just a hair's breadth ahead of Eric Chandra and Vlad Tokarev, both on the same lap time, very impressive. Scott Flack in P4, Hennick in P5, Matt Parry P6, Alexi P7, Graham Foster from the UK P8, Tiago from Portugal 9, and Jacob Steele from the UK in P10.
Then we've got 14 drivers in the field. It's also P11 was Alexander Meshkov from Russia, Troy Cieslawski from Queensland, Laszlo de Glass from Hungary, as we mentioned before, and Chris Harvey is racing from Canada, I believe. We'll have to look at the registration files. So that is the end of qualifier session. So we will get the guy, we'll race to a commercial and we'll be back for the start of race 1. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. We are gridding up for race 1. Just waiting for the safety car to lead these guys out, and off they go. And there is the safety car leading them out. We've got the Goodyear blimp up in the sky, bringing you the pictures. Eric Chandler just racing through. That's the whole field. Alan, as we go around Talladega, waiting for them to grid up. It is a rolling start. We will bring you the grid position. So it's going to be Bruno Kalev off pole. Next to him, Eric Chandra leading us through. Vlad Tokarev, Scott Flack in 3 and 4. Hang on, Stanikin, Postman, Pat Livery, special for tonight's race. Hope you guys enjoyed out there in P5. And then Matthew Parry in 6. Alexei Saviliev in 7. Graham Foster in 8. Thiago Lopez from Portugal in 9. Jacob Steele from the UK in 10. Alexander Meshkov from 11. Troy Czeslowski in 12. Laszlo to Glass. He'll be looking to improve. And up the rear is Chris Harvey. All right. Grid is set. Waiting for the pace car to roll into pit lane. We've got a straggler down behind. It looks like Chris Harvey's missed the pits. I can't actually see him on screen there, Alan. He's still in the pits.
Still in the pit lane there. He hasn't come out yet.
So he must be asleep. Oh, he did say he had to pick up some mates that are drunk in town, as it is 1 a.m. in Canada. So hopefully he makes it back.
Then. Fingers crossed he's back for the next race.
Looks like we've got a 2-lap lead out there from the safety car. So we'll see what's going on there. That is the exit of pit lane.
So probably next lap will be away.
Let's hope so. Lights are out on the safety car.
Yep.
You know what that means. We are going to go green. So Chris Harvey may have time to get his boots on, get the helmets back on and jump on. But at the moment, it is the rest of the pack rolling through. Bruno Clev on the inside lane. He will get to choose what side he wants as we go down the back straight. I think it's entering turn 3. If he switches across, he'll force Eric Chandra to take the inside.
Oh, we got some action going down the back.
Jacob Steele trying to weave and warm up the tyres. Actually collided in with Laszlo. He's got to be told to get in formation. Yes. Let's see him get back into position. All right, so very nervous. This is the last oval circuit. The boys are super pumped for Talladega, Alan, and we are about to go green. Boogity boogity.
We're just waiting for that safety car to peel off.
There goes the safety car.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
And they're off. That's it. Looks like Kalev got a penalty. Not too sure why, but we've cleared that thanks to the admins. And we're going right round. It's Kalev out in front. Tokarev up the inside, right behind him. Chandra on the outside line, really struggling and
Hennig
dragging.
right behind there.
Yep, and that is Bruno Clev up front.
We've got a nice pack forming right behind them there.
Here they come around on the inside line. It's Bruno Kalev, Tokarev, hang on, Stanica, all in a train. Saviliev, the Pro Mixed Flame boys all lining up. They know where it's at. And the 77. That is fifth man back. Who's
One,
that?
two. Like 6 or 7 of them. Oh!
Got a collision, not even one lap, and it's to Glass.
Oh, no. Oh, Eric and Scotty Flack
Massive
there.
incident here.
Let us
So
know. Oh.
I'm sure I saw, where is
Secondary
it?
hit that one. Oh!
Tiago. So we're
Eric
just going to
Dean
go the
came down
replay,
there.
Alan.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go back. We're going to go up into the skies. Oh, so Glass came down on Tiago there. Unfortunate. Guys, it really got to watch where they're going. And this is the start of hopefully not many yellow flag safety cars.
Well, it looked like Tiago almost got stuck on the track there for a second, but he is at least back on. He's going back to the pits.
So as they settle in, it is Bruno Kalev, Vlad Tokarev. And that's
Stanica third.
Alexei Saviliev here. Hang on, Stanica from the Netherlands.
These are the two to watch for the championship. They're very, very close on overall and is it oval title? And the oval title. They're very close, these two.
Big incident involving a few cars there. We'll see if anyone's trying to get into pit lane. I can see number 13. That is Lopez. Really struggling.
Has he pitted yet or not?
No, he's still out on. He's actually on screen there. So it looks like the boys are just settling in here. Sorry for the quietness. I'm just doing admin at the same time there, Alan.
That's all right.
How long's each lap here, Alan, of Talladega?
Roughly about a minute a lap.
And the actual length of the lap in miles and kilometres?
2.6, the biggest of all speedways of NASCAR, 2.66 miles, longer than Daytona. And in kilometres, that will be 4.28 kilometres. About 2 kilometres shy of Mount Panorama's length. Which for a speedway is huge. And additional stats we have is we have the banking degree of the corners, 33 degrees of banking in the corners. Banking on the front straight, 18 degrees, and on the back straight, only 2 degrees.
Yeah, so very, very slight on the back straight, but that's the fastest point of the circuit. As they come into turn 3, they'll hit 310, 315 kilometres per hour, that is.
Or 315 in the draft, anyway. Oh, we've got some pit stops happening in the back there.
Yeah, so who's that do we see? Oh, it looks like almost half the field in for...
Yep, from ninth back, they've all taken a pit stop.
Sounds like someone's ready to go to...
Laszlo's first out of the pits there.
Yeah, to Glass. Got caught napping on the inside. There was a car there. And we are watching Eric Chandra and all the guys leaving pit lane now. It's a slow one here at Talladega. A long lap under safety car. Still got 14 drivers. Chris Harvey yet to join the field. Forrester out down the back there, probably the worst one affected, but there he comes. It is early days. It's only 5 laps in of 20. Let's hope that is the last one. We want more green runs.
Well, the strategy game is going to be interesting because fuel might be tight in this one, so the ones who didn't pit are taking a bit of a risk there.
Yeah, well, it could be that this is the pit window to actually top up because the guys are saying they're lasting 18 laps on green on a full tank of fuel. Now, some who won't be able to save will come in and splash and dash. The others will risk it because at this pace they're not really burning the full fuel that they would if they were at full speed. So maybe the extra 2 laps.
With no more safety cars, we might have a close call with a few of them.
It looks like it. So it looks like Meshkov's missing his skin at the moment. Should be in the yellow 17 car, but something going on with his skin there. So that is Alexander Meshkov. A mental note for the number 77 is actually the number 17 of Alexander Meshkov.
Yep.
Racing from Russia. Jacob Steele just dropping off the back there, trying to stay clear. As we saw him just clip someone on the warm-up lap. And hopefully he can keep it straight for the rest of the race. To Glass having a shocker at the last oval circuit. Absolutely spinning out every time. I think that was wasn't Texas.
I think it was Iowa.
Iowa, yes.
It was changed, yeah, that one.
Yeah. Troy Cieslawski up into P8. Very solid effort from him. He's been improving all year long. A very long campaigner with us at SimHaus, formerly Race Centre, based in Pyrmont, Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. A dedicated sim centre that was open to the public for like 10 years, Alan, and that's how we met at Race Centre.
That's exactly right. Which will be very, very close to where I will be running my Sydney movie tours.
So we'll just see how many, whether there's, all right, lights are out. I'd
Lights
get
are
into
out,
that a
all
bit
right.
more, Alan, but the lights are out on the safety car.
Now let's see who forms up for their draft buddies.
It was actually quite a late call for the green there, Alan. We heard it come late, very close to the line. These guys get the same call. Green, green, green as they cross the start-finish line. And then they know it's on like Donkey Kong.
Yep.
for the rest of the race. Okay, getting nervous now. Safety car's about to roll into pit lane. Oh, they're very nervous. It's a long run to this checkered flag, the start finish. Yep. There it is, green flag, green, green, green. Off they go. Matthew Perry getting this. Jacob Steele just dropping off the back there. Vlad Tokarev tucking right in.
And Hennick right behind him as well.
Yep. And Meshkov. So it's Pro Mixed Flame 1, 3, and 4, and 5. And it's Matthew Perry bringing up the rest. Troy Czeslowski, Eric Chandra going up high. They're going to fall off if they don't work together on the outside run. Lopez trying to push Forrester. Oh, just getting loose there.
Oh.
Scraping the wall. A bit of lag here.
Yeah, but that's important.
So come around, Matthew Perry taking the high line, trying to get that outside trainer work. Jacob Steele. Oh, he's spun it, and he's taken out Scott Flack. All right, looks like another chance for a replay here. So watching Jacob Steele on the high line, just starts to slip as he realises the wall's going to come in. Paul Flacky's. No, you know what that means? Yet another. As Jacob Steele rejoining the circuit now, that is yet another safety car coming out.
I think that should make our leaders safe on fuel anyway.
So Bruno hasn't really been bothered throughout this first race. It's only 20 laps. We're already 9 in. I don't think we've got a full lap of green yet. Jacob Steele not really expecting that wall to come up hard, as he knows he should know to turn in early. Otherwise, that wall is going to bite. And Jacob Steele just rejoining the back of the group now. Falls to the back. So as our main sponsor there, Alan, tell us a bit about Corgi Tours and what it's all about.
So Corgi Tours is the corporate name of the business, but we will begin with running what I call the Sydney Movie Tours. And we're going to have 3 of those. We're going to have one called Scenic Sydney, from the Opera House to the Harbour Bridge. One called the City Skylines, which is around movie locations around the city section. And one specifically for the Matrix buffs. We will have a Matrix tour, which is kind of along the lines of if you went to London, you want to do a Harry Potter or a James Bond tour. And of course, Sydney is famous for the Matrix movies, so that's why I thought I'm going to put that together.
So do you know the filming locations of the Matrix?
I have them all.
Wow, okay. So you'll be able to point to a building and say that was in this part of the movie and that was in that part of the movie?
Complete with the screen, complete with a photo folder with all the screenshots from the scenes as well.
Wow, okay. And is there a price for the tour and how long it lasts for?
Those details have yet to be determined. We will be running a trial run with a group of people in about 2.5 weeks' time. and we're going to launch just after Christmas for the Australian summer.
Okay, so if we're interested and want to have a tour, where do we go at the moment? Is there anything we can follow or join?
When we have our Bell Island events, we'll have the social media channels up and running by then.
Okay, so stay tuned, guys. Hopefully we'll be back next year and we'll be able to promote it as much as we can. And so you guys at home know where to go when you come to Australia. And if you're already in Australia, get in touch, book your seat, book your tour with Alan. He'll give you all the goss on the movie sets and locations for all the movies filmed in Australia, or Sydney at least.
Mainly Sydney, yes.
Well, Sydney's been home to a few movies, even The Fall Guy.
Very
with,
recently,
Ryan Gosling, yeah.
With Ryan Gosling. Now we had another more recent one, Anyone But You, a rom-com with Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell, the new guy from Top Gun Maverick.
Yep.
It's kind of like the new Tom Cruise in a way. Sort of fitting with Fucky's livery there. And speaking of, they're meant to be doing a sequel of that, apparently.
Okay, well, it was quite successful. Got rave reviews, not grave reviews. So, yeah, I assume the second one's going to come out as well. Was he playing the Val Kilmer Ice sort of role?
Glenn Powell, he was like the new Iceman, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, so we're just watching Scott Flack and Jacob Steele leave the pits. A bit of repairs because we got 30% damage, so they definitely would have felt that one.
But thanks to the track length, they haven't lost a lap, so no lucky dog needed there.
Yeah. So the guys are circulating, not too sure where they're at. There we go. So this is what it looks like on board with Tiago Lopes from Portugal. The hammer down, number 76. Currently in P8 at the moment. Where's Czeslowski? Oh, he's dropped back to P11. He definitely dropped.
He must have got
he did.
He got up by the field there on the restart.
He did. He got swamped a fair bit there. And lost it on the high line. Everyone dropped down into the pond down below. And
the pack swallowed him up on the low line, yeah.
Yeah, so you can get the high line, but you really need someone to work with you. And I think Scott Flack tried to push him up there. But Troy's got to come down and get that side draft and run around the outside. We saw how effective it was. If you follow Shane Van Gisbergen's season this year, he lost so many places because he got swallowed on the outside line. It works if you've got a big train, but not against the inside line. And these guys have to have a hell of a lot of trust with each other. So,
or as the crew chiefs say, you have to have your dance partner.
Yes.
And if you don't have your dance partner on a super speedway, you're as good as gone.
Yeah, I think with this race, because of the yellow flags or the safety cars, it's not gonna be that much of a big deal. As we're watching Tiago just float into the wall there. Not too sure if he's asleep. As he rejoins behind Laszlo Taglas from Hungary. A few nations represented, as mentioned before at the start of the broadcast. A lot of internationals. We'll go through the field and show you exactly where they're from. And we've got the leader and current championship leader, Bruno Kalev from Argentina, or Argentina, if you're from there. Then it's Vlad Tokarev. Let me change the view there. Vlad Tokarev from Russia, the privateer in P2. Jan Stenek in the Postman Pat from the Netherlands. Then it's Matthew Parry in the number 7 from New Zealand.
Cross the ditch.
Cross the ditch. And let's go closer. All right. So that's Alexander Mezhkov. He is from Russia, been racing with us all year. So too Alexei Saviliev, who it's good to see him back in. He was injured and said he was going to be out for the season, but he is there quite safe in P6 at the moment, the front end of the field. Thiago Lopez, as mentioned before,
from Portugal.
From Portugal. Now lights are out and we're in turn 2 at the moment, just about to go on the back straight. So Thiago from Portugal in P8. Graham Foster, I think he's Australian, but we need to confirm. It says they're British, but that's
Laszlo from Hungary just ahead. We missed that one.
Yeah, Laszlo. There's Laszlo. Eric Chandra up into P9. Graham Foster, Jacob Steele from the UK. Another Aussie, Scott Flack with Troy Jaslowski, the two Aussies. And Chris Harvey is Canadian, but he's stuck at the front there. Stuck in pit lane. All right, lights out, safety car. Please, 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 can we get...
Lights are out, so hopefully we're all right. Hopefully we get a few more laps of green flag racing here.
Massive flags here at Talladega, very famous for the huge flags around turns 3 and 4 onto the main straight. Look at the huge crowd out here today as they line the grandstands. Starting to take off. Laszlo just caught napping there.
Yep, the Corvette's going in the pit lane.
Safety cars in. The CR7 or 8?
7.
7, yeah, it's the older one. All right, let's see how they go through turns 1 and 2. Should hear the... There it goes. Off we go. Engines rising. Here we go. Can Vlad get the run on the outside? Matthew Parry has to give him a push.
Here we go. Yeah, we got two tandem groups here. We got the two Proxima teammates, and then Vlad and Matt Parry on the outside line.
So go down the back straight now. It is Bruno on the inside. Bit of weaving on the inside there. That's Laszlo to Glass. Hope he holds it firm. He's got Saviliev just in front. Graham Foster trying to be pushed by Scott Flack, but he can't handle it. And Flack has to back off. Safety reasons. Oh, there goes Chandra on the inside. We're not going to get a full green, it looks like. So we'll watch what happens to Chandra there. Looks like Jacob Steele got into the back of Chandra, and that's 2 strikes. It was. That was more of a net code, that one.
Mm. And Flacky's back in the pits. Or is he out? Oh, Flacky's out of the race.
Flacky's retired too much. Not much competition going on here as the safety car is out once again. Jacob Steele on screen now. It still is only race 1. We are on lap 15, and this is the 3rd safety car we've had.
Here we go. There we are. We got some pit stops from the leaders this time. How many cars are going to go into the pits this time? Oh, no.
Looks like Jacob Steele's pulled out as well. And Scott Flack probably getting ready for race number 2. He's had enough of this one, or he needs a break as we go around. Very important as it is the last round of the Oval Earlier on in the week, we suggested whether you just want one long 80-lap race or you want 3 short races. And for this reason, I don't want to keep stop-starting. Just continue on and count the laps down. Hopefully we can get some green runs. I think that was 2 laps. 2 laps we got there. Before
3 laps of green running so far, yeah.
So not many, as maybe the drivers are just getting frustrated with the talent out there. There is, we must acknowledge that because these drivers are racing from all around the world in different corners of the globe, the server can create some lag. So it means that, you know, the internet, if it's not fast enough, won't update the actual position. And when you're racing these cars, you want that data to be updated like in the milliseconds, because you are pushing that other driver for the advantage. So that is one negative of a worldwide competitors. It's not easy for the server to keep up receiving and pushing out all that information. But I tell you what, it's doing a fantastic job, hosted from the States, which is central to all of us here, but quite costly in server costs. As we go at the front, Bruno's still up front, and Jan Stenika's moved into P2. That means Vlad's had to sit behind the Pro Mixed Flame drivers.
We have a team 1, 2, 3 at the moment.
It looks like Jan Stenika's smoking a bit there. I think he's actually clutching it to save fuel. But I saw some puffs coming out the back of Jan Stenika's car, and that means that he won't get the horsepower that he'll need to push Bruno up into the lead for this race.
That Postman Pat livery is looking good on track.
Alright, so we're waiting. The lights are still on the safety car.
Probably one more lap of it, I reckon.
So once we cross the start-finish line, we should see, right about now, the lights going out. Right about there. No, I might have
Not
to
yet, no.
bring the safety car in. All right, lights are out on the safety car. So we're coming around turn 2. The guys should be forming in 2 lanes, which is exactly what they're doing now. Troy Cieslawski napping, hitting the wall. Hope he doesn't hit any other cars. All right, lining up now. We've got Forrester out as well in the 14. No quality laps for him at the moment. We'll see if the safety car pulls in, letting these boys get on with it. We've got 2 laps to go before the end of the race.
Or as they would say in NASCAR, a green, white, checkered finish.
It is programmed to do that, but we were hoping for that last time. But what it does, it actually extends it so they get two racing laps before the end of the race. All right, safety car coming in now. Here we go. We are on the back of Tiago Lopez. Let's watch how they get the run done for 2 laps. What can they do? Vlad's on the outside trying to get the jump around Hank, because we know Hank's going to drop down and help Bruno. And if he doesn't, then Vlad's going to go right around the outside. Or he's going to push Hank. Drop into second. Go. Hank's gone down. Vlad's going to stay at the outside. Matt Perry's going to push Vlad around the top side now.
And Tiago behind the Proxima team.
Tiago's in the middle now. No teammate to speak of. Vlad's getting dropped off. As we head down the back straight now, Bruno Kalev up front.
Tiago is going for glory on the outside line there.
This is how tense it is in the car.
Oh, see Matt coming on the outside of Vlad there.
Oh, saw a couple of cars. Oh. Massive accident there.
Eric's off the track. That's a huge crash from...
All right. Let's watch the 2 up high. So it's Laszlo taking out the driver. No, that's another one, unfortunately. Still stuck there, unable to do anything.
He's done a Brad Keselowski there. He crashed there about 2009 in that spot. We were so close to a last lap to finish it there.
All right, so we were hoping the quality of the racing would improve by the time we got to Talladega. It could be netcode, not too sure. But these boys have been racing together all year long, wanting the ovals, and this is why we sort of avoid the ovals, because it's a matter of racing with each other, as Chandra has had to pull out and recover that car. He's back in the pits.
Nothing he could have done there, sadly.
No. Just a passenger in that one. It all happened from behind him. Unable to do anything about it.
He was just sitting on the outside line there, minding his own business. The other 2 have just ruined his race there, sadly.
See if anyone's coming in the pits. Is that number 9, Matthew Parry?
I see, yep. Parry's the word pit, yep.
So he's just come in. I was going to clear the yellow there and get the safety car to come in, but I'll let Parry, who was a passenger in that one as well, come in for fuel. Once he's out, we'll see how he goes in rejoining. It is a long lap here, Alan. He may be able to just sprint and go.
Yeah, he'll definitely make the back of the train by the back straight.
All right, so we won't clear yellow this time. We will be clearing it on the next lap around as they cross the start-finish line. It'll be too late for them to form up now. The safety car may hiccup and not come in when needed. So quite an eventful
opening sprint, yeah.
Yeah, so we've gone 21 laps. We are over. We're not going to finish behind the safety car. It will be on green. and it will keep counting and give them 2 laps to finish. That is the rules here, set all year long.
One more lap before the safety car's in, and hopefully the boys can keep it together for at least a lap.
We'll wait for the safety car to cross the line. If the lights don't go out, we'll intervene. And there it is, lights out. So, 2-lap sprint to the end. Oh, it's a Glass in the pits. Hopefully he'll catch up.
He'll catch the train by then.
Yeah, the guy's only coming out of turn 2 at the moment. He's still got the whole back stretch. I hope he's not sitting there for repairs. He won't make it if he sits there for too long. There he goes, P9 out of pit lane. Let's hope he doesn't get a pit lane speed penalty. We'll see if once he exits pit lane.
No penalty notice there. I think he's okay. I think he's trying the cold trickle move of trying to get out there and keep the engine fresh for the time the flag's gone green, I reckon.
Well, by the time the field actually gets into turn 3, which they're doing now, to Glass will be at top speed. It may actually be an advantage for him.
Could be a good trick from him there.
All right, so the field is coming down the main straight, and to Glass is coming in hot. He's coming in at 270 kilometres, the lead group. And they're getting nervous because to Glass might come round the outside.
Perfect timing.
We slowed down now, so that's a bonus. Up front, they're on my... All right.
They're away.
So it's 2 laps to the finish now. The 2 Pro Mixed Flame, the 3 Pro Mixed Flame guys are in the top 3, and we're following Saviliev in the green. We're going around the outside. He's got to drop in. He's got to drop in behind Tokarev now.
And Matt Parry just behind as well. There we go. Oh, good train going here.
So he's had to go around the outside. He couldn't go at the back. Oh, Tiago's come out on the outside as well. This is how intense it is inside the cockpit. You've got to push. Saviliev doesn't really want to push a competitor past his teammate who's leading the competition at the moment. Oh, stay low, don't overlap. Oh, and that's Stenica coming in the pits.
Stenica.
On the last lap, he's had to pit. I don't know why. This is a group. All right, so this will be it to the finish.
Hey, last lap. Here we go.
Oh, very intense now. No overlap. 3 wide, turn 2. Saviliev stuck in the middle. They've done well.
Just held it there. Well done.
Oh, they're crossing over. They need to check. This is a green. This is the run to the finish now. So Kalev out front. What's Meshkov going to do? He's going to
good rear gunner there.
Push hard. It's a big sprint. Can Tokarev come around the outside? He's got the run.
Here we go.
Oh, that's going to be a yellow at the back, but it's a sprint to the finish line.
Oh, and Matt.
And it's Bruno Kalev. Oh, Matthew Parry in for 4th.
Matt's beaten Vlad. Matt got him at the line. That was like, that's a photo finish there.
We'll see how Matt did there. Watch Matt Parry. This is a replay to the finish. Matt Parry. Yes, round the outside. Gets it over Vlad. Congratulations.
That's a finish like a couple
All
of
right.
real NASCAR races this year.
So, very interesting finish there. All right, so we're going to set it up for a 30-lap race. Let's see how we go now. So that means we're going on a commercial break. Stay tuned.
There is nothing like the mountain, the speed, the history, and most importantly, the sound. It's part of the Bathurst 1000, and now it's part of your whiskey too. Aged to perfection with the sweet sounds of a roaring V8 pumping through each oak barrel. Like a perfect lap of the mountain, each sip will leave you wanting more. For the second year, Ned Australian Whiskey brings you the 2022 limited edition Sounds of Bathurst Whiskey. And this year, Ned have taken it up a gear. The boldest drink for the greatest race in Australia.
All right, welcome back. It is race 2. We are ready. And we are gridding up, waiting for the boys. And the safety car there up front. They'll pick up the drivers and the boys will roll out of pit lane, just gridding up now. Eric Chandler, we saw a huge accident towards the end of the race there. Alan into the fence, couldn't do anything.
No, sadly, it was a big crunch for him, but the crew have fixed his car, put it back together quite well, like some of the teams did in the Adelaide 500 there. So hopefully their work pays off for him. It looks like Chris Harvey hasn't joined us again for the second one.
Yeah, no, he's still in, and we've lost a few drivers. It's up late at night for them, so they've gone to bed. And they'll live to race another day. I think Scott will be looking forward to Bell Island though. He took out Montreal round, and he'll be looking forward to another road circuit. The F1 champion from Australia.
He was very impressive in Montreal, definitely.
All right, so they're out on the track now. Let's go to the starting order there. Alan, it's Laszlo de Glass in P1.
And Troy Czeslowski P2, Alexei Meshkov P3, Tiago Lopez Portugal P4, the other Alexei Savelyev P5, Matt Parry from 6, Hennick from P7, the postman Pat, and P8 Vlad Tokarev. Eric starting from P9, Bruno in 10th, and Chris Harvey, who will not be starting.
All right, thanks for that. So we'll get ready. We are in turn 4 at the moment. Lights are still on. So we're going to go green on the next lap around. With less drivers on there, we could get more green runs, I think. We'll see. The boys have warmed up. This is a 30-lap race now, race 2. Thanks for tuning in to SimHaus Racing. You are live, round 11 of the SimHaus NASCAR Championship for 2024. If you're out there watching, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and get notified when we are live to where next. Stay tuned next week. We've got a big one, Alan, coming up.
For the championship finale?
Yeah.
It's Bell Island, yeah. So
Bell Island, but we're starting a summer series to keep the boys in tune. So we'll talk about that later. We're back on the NASCAR as we're gridding up. Lights out on the safety car.
Meshkov didn't get the livery fixed, but that's not a problem for tonight anyway.
No. All right, safety car rolling in. It's up to Laszlo de Glass on the inside now to take us through the green flag. Troy Czeslowski on the outside, then it's Meshkov, and there it is, Lopez in P4. Watch Lopez push Czeslowski, trying to get that outside run going. It's crossing the finish line. Look at Bruno right around the outside. He's got a good run there. He knows to get out in front and not get caught up in this incident. But he's out there by himself, Alan. 3 wide into turn 2.
He's trying the side draft. Let's see how it works out.
Lopez coming low. Troy Czeslowski out there on his own now. He'll be left high and dry if Bruno doesn't push him through. Bruno needs to push him through to get anything done.
Vlad's done a good start from Vlad anyway.
So Bruno's coming down now, leaving Troy alone. Here comes Stenica.
Postman Pat's coming in for reinforcements there. And Eric's joined the train as well. Watching for the Postman Pat car.
All right, so coming across the start-finish line for the first time. Race 2, 1 of 30. Bruno trying to go up the inside of Parry. Parry's pushing Lopez. Bruno's going to come up. Oh, Stenica trying to take that hole, but it got blocked. Thankfully, Parry's a seasoned driver. 3 wide into turn 2. Down the back straight now. Chandra out on his own. Troy trying everything he can to stay in the draft. Managed to stay with the pack. Amazing drive from him. He's got to stay out on track. He can't stay down there. He's going to take someone out if he keeps staying down there. Chandra's trying to stay high.
And Laszlo's doing a good job in the lead there, keeping the pack behind.
Yeah, time for Chandra to drop down, tuck into that draft. Look at him. Look at the speed he's got. 312, 313.
317, 318, 319 there for a bit.
They're backing off into the corners, which is good. You can't sustain full drive. Laszlo out in front now.
This is some very good racing for the boys. Much better this time.
Yeah, second race around. They've warmed up to Glass out in front, leading the charge. He's got Mezhkov pushing. Kalev on the outside, pushing his teammate. They should be working together. The 3 teammates up high. Overtaking Mezhkov down below. Pro Mixed Flame, 1, 2, 3 on the high line. And Parry in there as well. They've come down low, so they must be clear. So to Glass now, dropping into third. Lopez staying high. Parry from New Zealand pushing him along. And Chandra getting up the back of all of them now. Czeslowski just taking a free run. In the back, staying in the pack. Staying in touch. Oh, Mezhkov staying low. Very shaky. Tokarev struggling down the back there now. This is how loud it gets in the cockpit. There's Lopez up high for the Orange Army. And Parry. So Lopez going to drop down in front of Mezhkov. That's leaving Parry out by himself. He's going to have to find a different gap to come down. But this is good. 4 laps in. Touch wood, Alan. We're still running strong. Saviliev.
Yes, they're warmed up and they're a lot more confident this time. So let's see. Let's hope they keep it up for a while. Oh, yeah.
Oh, commentator's curse.
Ugh.
All right, it was good for a while it lasted. And that is teammates as well.
Yep.
So watching Mezhkov now. Oh, Lopez just drifting around in front. It's not Mezhkov's fault. Lopez just got out of control down low. And unfortunately, that is straight into Mezhkov.
And Hennig just got caught up innocently as well.
Okay, so Mezhkov just getting back into position. Looks like he's being given the positions up front. He's got to follow instruction from R Factor 2. The service will tell him exactly who he's got to sit behind. And it looks like it's telling him to sit behind Teglas from Hungary as he slots in.
Unusually kind from race control.
Yes. All right, so Saviliev trying to catch the safety car now out in front. And there it is in turn 2. Looks like Czeslowski doing donuts in the pit area. We can see his handiwork in the grass here, Alan.
Yeah.
All right, so not too sure what he's come in for. But safety car is out. Lopez trying to catch the pack now. Where is he? He is down the back straight, got the pack up in front, and there they are. Nice big flags at the side of Talladega, turns 3. We are in the pack coming around now. Going to shorten the yellow flags here, Alan.
That's all right.
Because it's going to take too long to get round. We'll make sure no one pits on this lap. If they
too early anyway.
Well, if they're damaged, they may need to come in because the opening lap they're not allowed to come in. It will be closed pits. So we can. Steniker's coming in. It looks like Steniker dropping through. So he comes into pit lane now.
Just Steniker, yeah.
Postman Pat not delivering in race 2 yet, but the race is not over. He's just coming in to collect the mail. Then he'll be out to lick the stamp and send it.
Yeah, make those deliveries.
Yeah, any motor racing Postman Pat innuendos, I'm gonna run them all night. All the references. So
you gotta give him some credit. That, as far as I know, no one has run a Postman Pat livery in real life. So full credit to Hank for trying.
That's very original, isn't it? So the pack in P2, T2, I should say, as he tries to rejoin. So here they come down the back straight, just settling in behind the safety car.
And Laszlo's done well. He hasn't lost too much ground from his pole position.
All right, so it looks like the admins will cancel the safety car this lap around. If you're watching the stream, it looks like it is suffering at the moment, but looks like we're getting better connection now, so hopefully all's good. All right. Okay, so lights are out now on the safety car. We will be going green. It's time for the boys to settle in. Everyone's jumped into pit lane, including
Bit more repair work with
Steniker.
Steniker there.
We did warn the guys that the yellows will be cleared, letting him know that they can come in for a quick dash and go again. That is Lopez in P10 at the moment. The pack still down the main straight. Sorry, back straight. About to enter T2. And the Lopez is coming down the back there. There he is. He will catch the back of the pack before we cross the start-finish line. So he knows not to panic. He's a seasoned driver in the NASCARs. And there he is rejoining. All right, so safety car is in for the first time this race 2. Boys are getting very nervous. Lopez sitting back. He can't sit too far back because if he misses that draft, Alan, you know what's going to happen.
You're at the no one there to help you.
You'll be out in no man's land. Off they go. Kalev down the insides. Saviliev tucking in right behind him. Lopez still there to sit in the draft. Stenica staying high. He probably should go low. Lopez trying to go high. Troy Cieslawski again getting swamped on the high line. No one out there to help him. Lopez gave him a kiss.
Oh.
Not too sure what happened to Stenica there. He just looked like he just stopped in the middle of the road. This could be internet though. So go to a replay. Watching Stenica and it looks like he just stops. That's definitely an R factor 2 issue there. So unfortunately, around he goes.
No, it's definitely not driver error there.
No, so safety car back out. Not too sure how much damage Stenica's received in that incident. But the boys coming around for yet another formation.
And during that brief run, Harris moved up into third.
Right, so there's the safety car with the lights flashing. We'll go a full lap around under yellow. And if no one pits on this lap, Alan, I think we'll clear the yellow again so we get some more racing in. Get some laps. We're only 10 laps of 30. And we're meant to have a 50 lap race after this one, but the way they're going, we're going to run out of time.
Yeah, I might have to cut that short a little bit.
So have you got any useful stats for Talladega, Alan?
Yeah, I do have a few, some stats and quotes from Marcus Ambrose's time there anyway. So, in real life, the race winner is given the Vulcan Trophy, which is a 100-pound trophy made from locally made hot-poured iron from Alabama. That's what they get in real life as a winner.
Okay, I wonder where the iron comes from. Like, as in whereabouts in Alabama?
Not sure, but some steel works for in Alabama anyway.
Yeah.
And there we are. So here's a quote from Crew Chief Todd Parrott. It's really important to find a good drafting partner at Talladega. Someone that can push you really fast and someone that can pull you very fast. Based on what happens at Daytona with tandem drafting, you need to have a partner to stick with. It's a smooth, wide track, and the biggest challenge is avoiding the big wrecks. So that's one of Marcus Ambrose's crew chiefs anyway.
Well, it's pretty true. The boys have been trying to stay away from the wrecks. Bouncing around there, high into the fences. It's good to see these guys have stayed with us and, you know, raced with us. There's a lot of effort that goes into producing these, especially broadcasting as well. A lot goes on behind the scenes bringing this to you. So if you appreciate what we do, make sure you hit the thumbs up on the stream and support the channel as we keep going and bringing you these images all the way from Talladega, Alabama in the States. All right, so we're coming around. We'll see if anyone needs to pit. My guess is we're going to get Hank coming in to pit. And it looks like Meshkov going low. Stanica's going low too. Looks like they're all coming in.
Late call there from Lopez.
It is. I'm not too sure if he'll get a penalty there because the speed coming into that pit lane was quite high. It looked very rushed, very late. As Calef in his stall now. Well, splash and dash from most of the field there. And Steneker out of pit lane, the last one to leave. Bit of repairs there for Steneker, to be honest. Parry just out in front of him. So it's a bit late to cancel the yellow on these guys at the moment. Looks like it was a bit of a splash and dash and repair job for Steneker there, Alan.
Yeah, given it didn't look too bad what happened to him, but I guess I had to fix up, put a bit of race tape on that car.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Eric, after that big crash in the first one, is up to P2 now.
Yeah, Chandra up front row. So what can he do from there? He should work with Vlad Tokarev. They're both privateers. Eric racing from Indonesia, Vlad racing from Russia. And Laszlo, the Hungarian, back out in front after that run of pit stops. Now, if you think about it, if they go green from this point on, this will get them home on the fuel run. So that's why they pitted. They don't need to pit anymore for tyres or fuel. Chandra dropping into the lane now.
Trying the same strategy, obviously. Whereas Laszlo, he hasn't pitted yet. That's an interesting call from Laszlo.
I think he's looking for track position. He may save enough fuel, but 12 laps is a lot to save fuel on. Just seeing Chandra still out there.
Yep, still in the pits.
All right, so he's leaving pit lane now, Chandra. He'll get to the back of this pack as they're only coming out of turn 2.
Just a short splash and dash there from Eric.
Yeah.
Looking great with that Captain America livery.
Isn't it great? Beautiful livery.
Kind of looks like he's trying to do like a Herbie the Love Bug, but with a bit of a Marvel superhero there.
Yes. All right, so yellows are off on the safety car. It is to Glass choosing the outside line for the restart. Very interesting. Tokarev says, you know what, if you want that, take it, because definitely not the desired line to take. But he's got Bruno Clev right behind him. What we might do is get on board with Thiago Lopez, and we're going to stay with the start of the race, the restart I should say, right behind championship leader Bruno Clev in the 29, the blue car right in front on the right hand side. So this is how Thiago Lopez does it on the restart, watching the safety car come in. Tokarev on the inside line to Glass on the outside, Mezhkov the number 77 on the inside, and teammate
Bruno.
Pro Mix Flame in P4. Listen for the green, green, green. There it goes. Bruno's ducked down inside. Lopez has gone there with him. And we can see Saviliev in the mirrors right behind. They've got it back off to Glass going high.
Laszlo's left himself high and dry a bit there.
He's got Steneker for company, but will Steneker stay there? Oh, a bit of weaving going on. He's pushed Saviliev. Yeah,
No,
Saviliev.
he's caught it. Well done.
No, they're all over the place.
Good recovery from Saviliev anyway.
All right, so we got, what, half a lap out of that one? See, too much banging going on in the middle. You can't stay in the middle there. It wasn't Lopez. It was Laszlo once again. Unfortunately. Oh, when he's pulled out, that's it for him. That's too much. Chantress out on track. He did pit then, so he won't need to pit again, I don't think. He'll be saving on fuel for the rest of the race. We're on lap 15 of 30, over halfway now. Meshkov.
And he stayed out of trouble there as well, so he's in a good position if anything else happens ahead of him.
Yeah. It looks like Tokarev up in front now. The privateer trying to beat all the Pro Mixed Flame drivers, keeping them honest. They're trying to work together well. They got the win in race 1 with Bruno Kalev taking the win. And teammate Meshkov in second. That was Matthew Parry from Queensland. From New Zealand.
Yep.
In P3, and Vlad just pipped to take P4 ahead of Alexei Saviliev, and Laszlo Teglas picking up a P6 ahead of Troy Kozlowski and Tiago Lopez just retiring, thanking us for letting him drive tonight. So just to explain to the viewers, this is the last of the oval rounds. We have one more round to go after this, which will be at Bell Island. And we have separate competitions going on within the championship. We've got the overall championship winner, then we've got the oval champion and the road champion, each scoring prizes and money thanks to Corgi Tours or Movie Tours as well, Alan. Thank you very much.
That's all right. Would you like an update on the point structure?
Yes, please, while we've got some time.
So the oval title at the moment, Bruno even if Bruno had a terrible night, he would still be the champion of the oval series. Vlad's in sort of no man's land in second, but the battle for third in the ovals title, that's a close one. Alexei's only ahead of Matt Parry by 3 points, and Matt's done a very good job tonight. So that's a good one to keep an eye on. Alexei versus Matt Parry there. And Henrik Stenneker in fifth, about 10 or so points behind Matt. So the battle for third is going to be interesting for the oval title tonight.
Okay. So I've got Parry on screen now, who's been solid all year, just banking the points.
And he's been getting better round by round as well. So, yeah, full credit to Matt.
And scoring a P3 in race 1. So let's see how he goes tonight. This could help him for the championship as well. All right, anyone in pit lane? We've got a couple of guys in the pits. That's the Glass and Chandra. Chandra back in the pits again, maybe for damage. Not too sure what's going on there, but there they are coming out of pit lane. It's going to be too late to cancel the yellow lights on the safety car. So we'll go around one more time, then cancel yellows after that.
Okay.
All right, so most of the boys are staying out. No one's dropped into the lane. It's good to see. So we're going to go green next lap around. We can't afford to have all night behind the safety car. So, yellow lights are off on the safety car, Alan. We are going to go green this lap.
Okay.
Championship leader Bruno Kalev in the blue there from Argentina, leading the championship. More than likely going to be crowned NASCAR champion after Bell Island. But stay tuned. We do have drop rounds that the drivers can drop 2 of their worst rounds.
And Bruno has about an 11-point lead based on those calculations. That's before tonight's race, of course.
Yeah. Well, he's got race 1 win. So he's in good stead, and he's in good position to collect in race 2. All right, we're on board with Alexei Savelyev now for the restart. About to go green. Very nervous wait here. Watch that safety car up ahead, dip into the pits. Then it's up to Mezhkov on the inside. Alexei got not much visuals around here. I can see Parry in the mirror.
Are creeping in.
Yes. Very nervous here. About to cross the start-finish line. Second gear restart for Savelyev. Tokarev out in front now. Got the jump on Mezhkov. Stenica going to stay with him.
There's some good teamwork there between the teammates there.
Well, Stanica's trying to go high to pick up Savelyev in the green. There's teammates. Tokarev in the pink is out there by himself. No friends. And he doesn't need them. But he's been left alone. And look at the draft difference. Team Pro Mixed Flame up high. They're on the radio talking to each other. Where's Kalev? Kalev is there as well in P3. Down low. Stenica out by himself. Trying to come low. Hopefully he doesn't get that netcode issue, which we saw on that brought out the last yellow. Chandra, what's Chandra going to do? He's trying to go wide, but Stenica coming out to block him or pick him up so Chandra can push him up high. Starting to drop off now. Tokarev staying with the 3 in front. The pack behind's trying to catch, but they're not working together. They must do that if they're going to get the guys up front. They've got enough momentum. Troy Jaslowski just all over the track there. On the inside, behind to Glass.
Going down there will not help you at all.
Stenica on the outside now. Look at the run he's got on the outside. Mezhkov coming up now. So too Parry's lost momentum. And Stenica dropping in now behind Parry. Got to stay in the train. Very nervous, these guys. We've had plenty of yellow flags. I don't want to be the cause of the next yellow flag.
10 to go.
Parry slotting in just in time to take turn 2 as they come around. Weaving. Stenica's got to keep the momentum, come around the outside, but he needs some friends to come with him. We can see the front of the group. That is Savelyev out in front, protecting Kalev in P2. Or Stenica just backing off. See the back sliding out for Parry. And here comes Chandra. Trying to stay with him.
The teammates working very well out front there, Bruno and Alexi.
Yeah, they've got Tokarev there disrupting the whole team there. But Tokarev's just trying to stay with Bruno. Whatever Bruno does, Tokarev's got to be close behind. Chandra out by himself, and it looks like Czeslowski is... Oh, Laszlo just cutting across the track. Got a lot of momentum there. Czeslowski in the pit lane. So he's got to hope that he gets another safety car, which there isn't out there. I'll clear that one. So come round now. Savelyev, Kalev, Tokarev, and Mezhkov. Oh, Czeslowski coming out right on the pack. He was wise not to come out in front of the whole field there.
Good driving from Troy there.
The leaders now going down the main straight. On board now with Tokarev in P3, the number 1 car, looking back at Mezhkov. Just trying to hold that inside line. This is where the magic is. We've had 3 laps on green. Now there's no mechanical damage, otherwise the guy in front or the guy in P2 will need protecting, because none of that air is going to go into his radiator. Then the oil temperature is going to rise, and then the engine power is going to drop. So it's important for Savelyev and Kalev to swap turns. So to do that, Savelyev would have to go high, let Bruno go low, and then Savelyev drop back down behind Kalev. But you can see Tokarev too close and unable to do that, and that's exactly why Tokarev has positioned himself there. Oh, to Glass at the back, trying to get in the draft. He's staying in the draft, picking up huge speeds, 316k. Oh, you can't just ram up the back of another driver. As Steniker's off now, looks like Glass is going to lose touch with these guys. I don't know how he's still there. If he just holds... tucks in the breeze, he may be able to catch.
He'll be back with the group very soon if he can keep that up.
We can see speed increasing up to 310. You can hear the engine picking up as well. So he is there, but he needs to be at that pace because that's what the lead pack is doing. As they come across the start-finish line, it's Savelyev, Kalev, Tokarev, Mezhkov. Chandra around the outside with Steniker, the Indonesian and the Dutchman. Coming through turn 1 now. It's starting to split up. Choices are being made. Tokarev going middle, but he's lost 2 spots already. And that is a Pro Mixed Flame trifecta up the front there. Parry in P4. Very important position for him to hold. We've got 4 laps to the end of the race, Alan. Very close now. Chandra.
Postman Pat's holding on the outside there. Trying to join his teammates.
And to Glass back on the back of the field. How has he managed to do that one?
Just stay on the train and you'll get back to the front. That's what he's trying.
All right, so still Savelyev. Will Savelyev go high and allow Bruno to come round on the last lap? Or will he make it difficult for Tokarev? As we saw Tokarev trying to go high. Chandra, a lot of momentum around the outside. Look how high Chandra is. Tokarev tucking in now. Tokarev almost to the back of the field after holding P3. Chandra's got to come low. If we look in the mirror, that's Tokarev pushing him behind.
And look at that. It's the real wild card in the pack at the moment.
Chandra being catapulted. This is what they need to do on the last lap, but this is 3 laps to go now.
It's called rehearsals.
Yeah, exactly. They need to practice. Tokarev's going to do that again. He's going to push him hard in T1, T2, and down the back straight, and then back off for T3 and T4. We've got a great green run now. Down the back straight now, out of turn 2, down where he's hitting speeds of 304, 310 kilometers an hour. And that's Chancher on the high line. Tokarev's got to push him, but Tokarev's given up. He's going to sit behind Stenica now, take another position in the pink, holding behind Postman Pat in the orange. Oh! We saw that coming. I was watching that live. And let's watch that replay. Watch Tokarev in the pink go low just to sit behind. Just clips the back edge. Stenica, no choice, gets launched into the wall. And unfortunately, that brings out yet another safety car. And this will be the last one for the race as we are 2 laps to go.
Now, I hope that Team Proxima's brought enough red race tape, because that Postman Pat's been taking a bit of a beating tonight.
It sure has. Not all fault of his own. Because it looks like the whole field overtaking the safety car. The safety car's got to pick up the leader. Here he comes around. So Sevilla finally backing off now. Well, we got some good green laps in there. It was getting quite intense there, to be honest.
That was a real good run of racing there.
It was. So hopefully the next race we can get 50-lap green run. We're going to let the boys pit. Stenica coming in. Orchislawski's still in pit lane. I think he's stuck there, but I heard on radio that Stenica's coming in. And there he is, Postman Pat coming in once again. Let's see if he gets jacked up for tyres. I don't think he will. This should be a splash and dash. He's missed his spot. No, it's pretty good. So he's being jacked up. That is replacement tyres, right side. He can opt not to take the left, but there he goes. He's got enough time to take both sides. New boots for Stenica here. And how much repair job has he got on the clock?
Bit of race tape going on there.
So I could have cleared the yellow and he still made it. As Stenica rejoins the field. The field now, down the back straight, Stenica just coming out of pits, T1, T2. He's in 4th gear at 230. Takes a while for these guys to build up their speed, but once they're at top speed, they are unstoppable. That's why we get the wrecks. There's no way you can just put the brakes on hard. If you do that, you'll lock up and you'll spin on your own. So these boys need to really watch the road ahead of him and slow that car down as Hank Jan Stenica joins the back of the pack.
No, that's what NASCAR crew chiefs would call lady luck, of just avoiding the big wrecks.
Alright, so no one coming into the pit lane now, so we're going to clear the yellows, making sure that we can get out there for a 2-lap sprint. Alright, So safety car about to cross the start-finish line, and we'll clear the yellow there. All right, so it looks like 4 wide down turn 2. The guys need to settle in to... Oh, they've overtaken the safety car once again. I think they're playing with it now.
It's going to be interesting on the restart whether or not Alexi will let Bruno through.
Well, that's it. It's been team tactics. We can hear Saveliev just clutching it, trying to coast. I'm not too sure how much fuel he's got left. The fuel tank on the cockpit camera shows that he's got half fuel, but I'm not too sure if that's actually active. All right, so Saveliev overtaking the safety car once again.
That'd be a bold move if that were real.
Oh my God.
No! Let's just keep going.
Yeah, I don't think... That just means I've got to look out for penalties, because if anyone overtakes Eric before the start-finish line, they're going to be penalised. So I'll look for the notifications up top.
That could work in Eric's favour though. He's sort of going full speed into the restart.
We need to get back in a position, otherwise other guys are going to get penalised. I've heard the green, green, green. 2 laps to go. Chandra up the back now. No penalties given. I can't see any, so it's a run to the end.
All clear there.
That's good news. So Saveliev, Kalev up front. Meshkov, Tokarev, Stenica, Parry, to Glass dropping off, so too Chandra. Chandra's trying to push to Glass into the back of the pack, but they've got 2 laps to get it done. Where's Parry? He's always there at the finish. He'll be tucking in with the last lap to go.
P6 behind Hank, but we'll see what happens.
He'll come out right at the end. He needs a couple of positions down the back straight. Then he needs to tuck in. If he pulls out too early, he's going to lose that momentum. Look at Glass coming now. He's got the momentum we were talking about. But Kalev's trying to push Saveliev up in front. The Argentinian trying to push his Russian teammate. This is the last lap, 33 to 33. This is it. Checkered flag coming out at the end of this lap. Nice run down the back straight. This is what it's like on board. Pretty intense. Tokarev dropping back up high. Saveliev, Kalev, he's come out too early. Meshkov trying to come round. It's a pro mixed flame.
All static. This will be close.
He's going to take the position from his teammate. Tokarev up there in the second. Oh, look at the position. Vlad takes P2 across the line.
Wow.
What a finish. Once again, what a fantastic finish.
Another photo finish.
Let's watch that from above. Let's go back and watch that unfold. Okay, here we go. Coming out of turn 3. This is the finish, so watch it unfold at the front. Stenica trying to come up the inside. Look at Tokarev. Got the draft. These guys just lost the puff. Looks like he crossed 3rd, but it's class as 2nd. So we'll see what the real results turn out to be once, yeah. So, all right. Okay, so most of the guys are out there. Saveliev taking the win. All right, we're going to set up race 3. It's going to be 50 laps. Hope you're staying tuned. We're getting some good green laps in now, so stay tuned for race 3. We'll be back after this break. Okay, welcome back. We are race 3, 40 laps, reduced by 10 laps. We've got a new driver, Gary Cross, who is actually responsible for this mod that these guys are driving on, otherwise known as Machine in Steam. If you get to see his workshop items, make sure you follow him, producing beautiful tracks out there for the oval community in NASCAR. Race 3, 40 laps. We saw a great finish towards the end there, Alan, and we're keen to get another green run in.
If we can see that type of intensity again, this will be a fantastic race.
So we've got the starting order there, Alan.
Yeah, so starting off from pole for the feature of that race, Bruno Kalev, his teammate Alexei Savelyev second, Vlad, his Tyler Vlad third, Matt fourth, Alexander Meshkov P5, Henix P6, Postman Pat, Captain America Eric in P7, Laszlo de Glass P8, Gary Cross the Machine P9, and Troy Czeslowski from the back at P10.
Yes, we've got another lap around and then we'll get started for the feature race, and it's your commentators Shane Gilfiller and Alan Marks with you here commentating for round 11 of SimHaus NASCAR Championship for 2024. Almost the decider. Every race counts, and Bruno Kalev is definitely showing us why he's the championship leader and banking a win and a close finish on race 2. So the points will be calculated after this. Lights out. We will be going green on the next time around for the final race of the evening. Thanks for staying tuned. We hope you're enjoying the pictures coming to you live from Talladega in Alabama. We are based in Australia, Sydney, Australia. If you like what you see, definitely hit that thumbs up, subscribe and like. And smash that notification bell. Let's get that community going. And if you like the car and track, the links are there for you in the description. So too is our invite to our Discord. Community. So get on board, start racing with us. More than welcome on the R Factor 2 service.
The start will be interesting given what happened in race 2 between Bruno and Alexei. So let's see what happens once we go.
So turn 3 and 4 all shaded now. Still perfect weather out here in Alabama. Temperature about 25. Okay, here we go. Watching the front of the pack now as Troy Czeslowski joining the back of the field. Gary Cross joining us for race 3 now. On the inside, number 9. It's a slow run. Gary Cross is going to be pushing Eric Chandra. Savelyev on the outside. Kalev on the inside with Tokarev and Meshkov. It's 2 trains going side by side. Hopefully they hold it firm. The Glass up on his own as well. Trying to stay in the draft. Gary Cross down low. That's almost the whole field missing. Czeslowski, who's 2 seconds off the back of the pack. He'll be wishing for that safety car, but we won't be because we want some green run. For Savelyev and Stenica trying to push. Glass just sitting back, happy to sit there.
Now the title rivals out front doing 1, 1 and 2. And Matt Parry not doing a bad job back there in P5.
Down low's the way to go, as the guys up high have been really struggling to get any momentum. But the only momentum they get, Alan, is down this back straight. Watch Steneker get on the back of Savelyev now and try and push that outside line. Tokarev trying to push Kalev, but really he needs to get rid of Kalev down the back so he can bank some points and come home with some valuable points for his championship. Czeslowski falling off the back now. Gary Cross still here, just trying to suss out. This is the racing we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got it in race 3 when it's a 40-lap race. Let's see if we can go green the whole way. These guys have been racing pretty tight with each other.
Now the Pro Mix teammates, they're both trying to keep that outside line alive. Laszlo's trying to make it a free car train out there.
Well, Steneker and Savelyev, both teammates for Pro Mix Flame. They're trying the best they can. Beautiful shots there. Just the immersion and the inertia of these vehicles. The wind that these guys produce. I don't know if you've ever seen a video of it, Alan. The guys that stand on the fence actually get blown to smithereens with the wind that comes from these cars at 300 kilometers an hour. There's got to be...
I have seen those yes, I have seen those videos, and I have been to one in real life, but it was a road course, not an oval.
Which one was that?
Watkins Glen.
Oh, what an amazing circuit. Was that in the Ambrose era?
Back in the Ambrose era. It was like going to Oran Park back in the days.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Oh, we got our first roll for the night there.
So watch the glass up high, trying to take that outside train around. Glass trying to come down, but wasn't clear. Massive stack, massive stack.
No one upside down.
Yeah, championship leader.
There'll be some big repairs going on for Bruno there. No, Vlad's also in the pits too, so both title rivals in the pits.
Was Vlad involved in that incident?
Oh, well, Vlad went to the pits anyway. I don't know if he was involved, but he's taken advantage of the pits.
Well, that might mean a end of line for Vlad Tokarev. If he's come in the pits on a closed pit lane, he'll get sent to the back of the line for the restart, which, to be honest, isn't that bad. We're only 5 laps in a 40-lap race.
I reckon this is rolled the dice on a penalty for that one.
Kalev still in the pit lane. The other drivers are coming around. He's going to repair it as much as he can, and he'll come out just as the guys are going to come round, just so he doesn't get lapped with these guys, because that's going to make it super awkward. He's just going to repair this car as much as he can before the restart.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of the length of Talladega. If this were a shorter track, he'd be out of the pits quicker to try and avoid getting lapped.
So we can see on the track map, top right-hand corner, they are coming around turn 4.
They're getting close.
Will Kalev jump out of pit lane? There he goes.
Yes. Exactly like you called it. Oh, good timing from Bruno.
So that is Bruno in the blue, right out in front. He's got to race around. So he's decided to take an end of line as well, as he came in on the opening lap. boys are used to this. We got some good good racing in.
Well, hopefully we get another run of at least 10 laps. Let's see what happens.
So it looks like Meshkov might come in to pit lane as well. That won't be for damage. That'll just be for tyres and fuel maybe. So with 5 laps in, that'll be a splash and dash for him. He'll be able to catch the back of the field because we are going to clear the yellows on the safety car. Let's get some racing back on track and finish this night.
And Vlad's back in as well.
There goes Meshkov. He's diving into pit lane. Kalev moving up the field. Oh, Gary Cross in the pits as well.
And Bruno staying out, not going back in for more repair. He must get all his repairs done.
These guys are just going to be pitting for tyres. There they come, coming out of pit lane now. Tokarev, Meshkov, Cross, and to Glass coming out as well. They've got to chase the guys who are coming out of turn 2. Not a huge panic for these guys. As it's the green machine once again, Alexei Saviliev, who's going to be restarting here. We can see the guys at the back trying to chase down the back straight. Kalev dropping off the back now. Not too sure what's happening with the grid, but they need to sort it out. We're coming into turn 3 now.
And Postman Pat starting from the front row.
So Kalev just watching. He's going to sit back, get a run up, and overtake right round the outside. Cross trying to get into formation there as well. So Kalev will be on the inside if he's P9. To Glass will be on his outside. Actually, Cross is in P8. The field need to move up a bit. So they need to compress a bit now. They've got to go to double file, nice and neat. Truslowski down below has to move up. Otherwise he's going to get swamped, and there he's dropped off to Glass. Down the back straight now like Truslowski. He's got to tuck in. Truslowski just losing touch with these guys, but to Glass is just going to sit there. He knows that he can get back in. Truslowski moving back up into the draft, and that's the advantage. Look at that pack now. Cross and Kalev side by side. I'm not too sure if they run triple screens. They're hitting each other. Oh,
that's Bruno again, sadly.
Yeah, but that was, I don't know what happened with Gary Cross. Maybe. Just watch Gary Cross in the red and Bruno. They come together, and then all of a sudden, yeah, not too sure. Yeah, it goes flying. So that brings out another yellow. Gary Cross managed to keep it off the fence. Truslowski turning around there, and Bruno off, trying to get back onto the pack. So Gary Cross will drive in. He'll take that end of line penalty just to get the repairs. Steneker out in front. Where is Saviliev? Saviliev dropping down to 4. Tokarev, look at this champion. Back up into P3, and Matthew Parry from New Zealand. Look at him. Up, ready to take the win, already in P2. He'll want to stay there for the remainder of the night. Now, it's lap 9 of 40. Too early to do any real pit strategy. I want to see these guys pit under green flag, under green runs. That's where the strategy comes in.
Mm.
So, number 10, Gary Cross, position number 10. Coming out of pit lane now, just coming in for a splash or get some repairs done.
Now, there was a bit of repair involved in that one.
Now, he may come back in the pits on this run as well to get more repairs done. So, let's see who's going to drive in the pit lane now. I don't know if it's open yet. No one taking that opportunity. Alexander Meshkov with the fastest lap of the race so far, with a 51.448. What other stats can we tell the viewers at home?
What other stats? Let me have a look. A couple of stories, a few more stories of Marcus back in his time in NASCAR here. So, quoting what Marcus Ambrose said here, Superspeedway racing is really fast and close. It's definitely a great place to race and gets your attention. This is talking about Talladega.
Yep.
The goal is to get out of the place in one piece. Talladega is a huge, scary, fast place and the biggest speedway I've ever raced on. And it's the sort of track that he said at the end of his career that it was a real scary track, and he always brought his family because you never know what's going to happen. And random crashes when you'll mind your own business and your race can be over in a blink, like what we've seen so far tonight. The more Superspeedway races he did, the more difficult they became, and it's a numbers game if you're there at the end of the game. As we can see, the racing does get very tense on Superspeedways.
Very much so.
But yes, if you're wondering where I'm getting these quotes from, it's basically material I've got for an unproduced book.
Ah. Are you collecting this for your own publication?
In short, it's a book about Marcus Ambrose's NASCAR or motorsport career, and these are kind of like the notes about each circuit that he raced on. So yeah, I'm just pulling these quotes from real articles.
Okay, very interesting. So Tokarev, and that was Chandra coming in as well. Steneker out in front, right behind the safety car.
And Bruno's back in the pits too.
Alright, so the guys have been warned that the yellows are going to be cleared. And there's the lights going off as we've got 30 laps remaining. Boys are going to sort out where they are, where the position is. Grid up. As we see Vlad in pit lane. Bruno left, still trying to repair that big crash that we just saw.
This will be a good restart with both the title rivals from the back row there.
Yeah, watch them cut through the field as well. As we've got the main drivers at the back straight, down the middle of the back straight. There they are. Gary Cross back up in a P6. He took an early pit stop. I'm not too sure if it's going to give him end of line. I think it should. But I think the guys behind him have also been given an end of line. So we'll see how that all pans out as we come into turn 3, ready for turn 4. To Glass up in a P6 now. This is the aerial view. Can we go green for the next 30 laps or 29 laps? Henk-Jan Steneker from the Netherlands on the inside. Matthew Parry, the Kiwi, on the outside. Then it's the two Russians behind them. Hungarian, Indonesian, Australian, two Australians. Then Russian and Argentinian at the back. Oh, Saviliev pushing Stenica, saying, go, man, go. He's been up
teammates working together already.
Yeah, Parry being pushed behind. Mezhkov not interested in getting Parry, but Parry should come down before Teglas comes in. That's exactly what he's done. Look at Tokarev. Tokarev coming down the inside. Mezhkov left high with Chandra. Gary Cross hopes that Chandra doesn't come down in front. Oh, Mezhkov losing pace down the back here. He's getting swamped both sides. Gary Cross trying to keep that pedal down. Chandra in the pack now, just got to tuck in. Speed's 290, 300.
And Teglas still sticking to the outside line.
He's out there by himself. Chandra wants to come out knowing that he doesn't have any teammates. He's trying to make friends out there on the circuit. Or he just clips Teglas a little bit there, nice and high. As Postman Pat delivering out front. Like I said, he's licked the stamp and he's going for it. He's got a clear track out in front of him, but who's behind him we'll see right in the next shot here. There he is, Saviliev coming in. We'll watch this for a full lap, seeing the action and the swerving and the jostling for position. That's the push from Saviliev. That's how close they get. This is the exhaust pipe of Stenica now. Bit of a push. Someone's dropped off the back there. Looks like Jaslowski. 3 seconds off the pack now.
They can really see that 33 degree of banking there. Looks spectacular.
This is down the straight. We can see that's the effect now. Oh. Saviliev really struggling to stay on the back through the corners. It's hard to do with bad net code. But this isn't too bad, to be honest. Tokarev up into P3. Look at him go. He's trying to stick it amongst the Pro Mixed Flame boys, and he's doing exactly that because Kalev is still back into P7. There's the push down the straight. Nice straight line. Increase the speed. Get it up to 310, 315. As they go around, Chandra up high with Teglas, still in the mix. Kalev just happy to sit back there. I don't know if he's happy, but he's got no choice. He's got his teammate Mezhkov right in front of him. What are they going to do? They're on team radio with each other, so they need to start communicating. 15 laps of 40, still got 35 to go. Sorry, 25 to go, 24 to go as they cross the start-finish line. It's late in the evening. I should be in bed right now, but I'm counting laps here at Talladega. Chandra and Teglas up high, still making it work. Just hovering at the back.
Now Laszlo's a big fan of that high line.
He's going even higher still. He needs to help out his friend. They're the only two that can help each other. No one else is interested. They just want to get in the low line. Kalev almost got shut out then. But Chandra, seasoned professional, saw him coming and went high again. But he's going high once again. Getting that side draft. Yes. Yeah. He's got to stay a bit closer than that. He's trying. It's not easy to control these cars at 310 kilometers going around the banking. What was the banking degrees you were mentioning before, Alan?
33-degree banking in the corners.
What turn was that? Turn 1 or 3 and 4?
All turns.
All
corners.
Okay. So 33 degrees is quite steep if you want to walk up it from the bottom. Not as steep as Brianza in Monza, but still 33 degrees is huge incline.
Or for an even older one, Brooklands in the UK. I've walked that one on holiday. That is intensely steep for an old speedway from before World War II.
Yeah, wow.
And I think if you've ever seen Top Gear or some of those shows with Clarkson and Co., you've seen that on those shows.
Yeah. So I'm on board with Tokarev now in P3, trying to see what the guys in front are going to do. This is more like it. This is the racing we want to see. A bit of backing off there just before the corner. It's a bit of a tri-oval, to be honest. Harry still up there in P4. Chandra up high. Cross just sitting back. Kalev just happy to sit back, stay in the draft. Cieslawski falling further back now. 16 seconds. That's what it means when you drop 20 kilometers an hour per lap. Oh, Saviliev aggressively coming high there. What's happening down low? Tokarev down low. Parry up into P3 again. He knows where to stick it when it counts. Gary Cross is up there.
Gary Cross, P4.
So Saviliev dropping off the back. Is he helping out Bruno? That's his teammate there. Can he get in? He's looking.
Yes. Got some team orders going there.
Just ahead of... actually, he's come back out. Where's Kalev? Kalev's back in there. Saviliev's got to come down. I think he's going to...
cooling his engine.
He's trying to come down behind Kalev and push Kalev through the pack. But Kalev just needs to try and stay with Meshkov, his other teammate, who's further up in the blue 77 car. But up front, it's Stenica and Vlad Tokarev.
Half race distance. Now this will be good between Stenica and Vlad because Stenica just wants to win and Vlad's trying to get those points.
This is exactly what Tokarev's got to do. They've got to work together, push each other away from the pack, because look at the guys on the high line. They are coming around the outside nice and hard.
They're developing the outer train line.
I just got distracted by the plane leaving skid marks in the sky there. Oh, Chandra still up high. Saviliev up with him. The glass back there, but they can't do much about Kalev. He can't do much. We're right on board with Kalev. He's just going to sit there. He's got Meshkov just sitting there. If they give the word, Meshkov should go high with Kalev and go around the outside. Use that side draft. And this will be the turn to do it. But are they just sitting back waiting? Waiting for the right moment? Saving fuel, yes. I still think they need to come in for fuel if they're going to go on a full run, because this is 18 laps to go, and this is... Oh, look at Saviliev go.
Saviliev, good run there.
Go, Chandra. Chase him down, boy. Push him through. Don't let him lose momentum. Otherwise, it's going to get pretty awkward through here. 3 wide as they come down the main straight now. Lap 22. About to make it 23. Chandra's getting spat out the back. He's got to choose an alliance and stay with it. He doesn't want to sit behind Kalev. He's got too much momentum. There he is on the outside trying to get around.
Trying it again, yeah.
He's got to tuck in now. There he goes. He's tucked in. He's like, forget that outside line. And, oh, he's got too much momentum. He doesn't want to use the brake pedal. He wants to use that momentum, shoot himself up the straight. And there's Taglas. Saviliev doesn't want to work with him anymore. He's got to look after his own teammate and get on the back of Kalev if he can. But he's dropped off just a little bit there, Alan. He's half a second off. Oh, who's that? That's Stanica and Saviliev. So that's the teammates coming in for fuel. If they keep going like this, that means that Stanica and Saviliev are going to work together. Oh, I've lost them. And they're going to pit for the same amount of fuel. They have to pit the same, otherwise they're going to wait up for each other and wait. So that means Vlad Tokarev out in front now. So too Parry.
Ooh.
Tokarev doesn't want the lead. Yep. Parry said, you get back down there, boy. I'll push you. This is us now. Unfortunately, they won't be able to communicate and ask each other when to pit for fuel because they're not on the same team radio as what Saviliev and Stanica are. So Kalev...
We got the outer group there of Eric and Laszlo working together. The two privateer teams working...
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
And that was Chandra getting in the back of pit maneuver on Parry there. So I'll go to the replay. So watch Chandra come across, or is it Parry? No, it's Chandra came down on Parry. Going faster backwards these days. On board with Matthew Parry. He's got to come in the pits. Guess what that means, Alan? Stanica and Saviliev have come in at the perfect time because now it's going to be about track position. They're guys...
fuel to the line.
These
guys... to the line and they can fuel save under safety car.
Yes. So, and the guys have to pit. These guys in front, watch Vlad come in. He should be coming in. No, he's staying out. So he's going to collect.
Interesting call.
Well, I think it's still closed pits.
Ah.
So unless he wants to get end of line, they're actually just picking up the safety car now.
Yep. Now when pit lane's open, we'll see what happens. We at least got some green flag pit stops there.
Well, yeah, we saw some, but it didn't eventuate as to how it was going to play out. But we're going to see it on this lap, Alan. We've got to see whether these guys are going to come back into the pits and get a splash and dash. Do they need to pit for tyres? Are their tyres going to be fresh enough to get them the slingshot they need to get across the start-finish line in P1 when it comes to the checkered flag? My guess is they won't pit for tyres. They'll just pit for fuel. But if they've got this... Oh, and Saviliev is DNF'd. So I'm not too sure if that...
Wonder what happened there.
Yeah, so we'll see if that's a net code and he's just dropped out. He may get back in and take off. We'll fix him up if he does rejoin. That means Stenka's out there by himself. So, as we come round to pit entry once again, they are staying out.
Is Trzelowski in the pits or is he out of the race?
I think he was stuck in the pits before. Not too sure if it's the same
I think he's stuck
again.
in the pits again.
We'll see if he stays there for the remainder of the race. Okay, so Mezhkov coming in the pits now. No. Oh, am I live? Let's see if I'm live. Where are they? Number 10, Trzelowski still in the pit. Saviliev. Oh, okay, I think I am. No. All right, so it looks like Saviliev is out of the race. No, all right, we're back live now. I heard someone lock up there, or was that the clutch being let out?
Well, the shadow's really getting over the track there, late in the day.
Yeah, getting very long in the day now. So temperature change on the... Alright, so the boys have been warned that... Oh, no, they haven't. Oh, yes, So they know... Oh. So cross-pushing Chandra, I don't know if... The whole field has come into the pits. Except for Parry. So that's the whole field there coming in pit lane.
Stenica should have a very short pit stop here.
So they know that this is the end of the race. End of the pit.
Has he overshot his pit box?
Looks like they're fixing it. Oh, look at that. All jumping out now.
Ah.
How is that measured?
There's Hennick to work together with Bruno there.
Yeah, so to Glass still in the pit lane. No, he's coming out now. So, the leader of the pack is Matt Parry, who was involved in that incident. And how did he find himself back up in pole position? All right.
I don't think he's pitted yet, that's why.
I hope he did. Because we're going green now.
Well, better check his fuel range there. I don't know if he's got enough fuel to make it if it's green all the way.
That is a good point. I think he's going to hope that they go another yellow.
That's a bold strategy there.
It's only 12 laps to go. Saviliev out of the race. He is retired. So Matthew Parry, Tokarev, he's in a commanding position, and he's got Eric Chandra between him and the championship leader, Bruno Kalev. Bruno is in P4 at the moment. Yes, indeed. So they're all single file. So they haven't formed two lanes, double file. They're all staying single. That's maybe because... All right. So a bit of a mix-up with the restart, but Gary Cross trying to stay on Mezhkov. Where's Laszlo to Glass? Yes, he's on the back there. And Stenica, Postman Pat, is at the back now. So it's almost an 8-car run to the finish. Czeslowski still stuck in pit lane. We're on board with Stenica now in P7. The Glass behind, about to join this train. They're all on the inside. About to hit top speed as they go through. Hitting 300, 305 in the banking, which is huge. And watch the slingshot as he comes out of the turn. Goes high. He's going to definitely get on the back of this group before the end. He's just happy to sit there now. There's still 11 laps to go. The big question mark is over Matthew Parry out in front. Did he pit and refuel at the yellow before this? Which means he doesn't need to pit again. Or is he unfortunate and missed his pit box and will fall back towards the end of the race? 10 laps to go. We'll find out very soon. Tokarev going high but dropping back in before Chandra closes the gap.
Eric is really hungry for P2 there.
So to Glass, just not able to get back on. He's missed the train. He's 4 seconds off the pack now. He'll be hoping for another yellow. But with these guys these guys are absolute professionals out in front. Hopefully they hold their line nice and low. Chandler going up high now. On board with Gary Cross. Sitting behind this train in front. Bruno pushing Tokarev. They've had fun all year long racing together. And this race is no different. 9 laps before the end of the round. And race 3. Look at the momentum that Gary Cross has got now. Something happened up front. Someone got balked, but they cannot afford to back off that accelerator. Otherwise, they will fall back further and further. Oh, Gary Cross almost wants to come out, but Chandler's up there as well. Chandler's got to go up and then drop down low. Stay in this draft. You can see the gap already. Chandler come back down. On board with Stenica now, P6, doing what he can to think about what he's going to do over the next 5 laps. There'll be a lot of movement, Alan, around the last few laps, and that's when we may see another incident, bringing out another safety car, giving us another 2-lap dash to the end of race 3. Well, he's just backed off a little so he doesn't end up in the back. Full throttle through turn 1 and 2. Meshkov just weaving, trying to stabilize that car. Chandra is just in the background there. Oh, a bit of weaving up the front now. Tokarev pushing. Stenica had to come out. The momentum.
Yep.
Look at that run he's got now.
Now it's going to get back
As we
in the
look
line
down.
and keep it going. He's got his team out there for a draft.
So Stenica able to get back into the train just behind Gary Cross in the number 9. Look at the draft. Yes, he's going to come out. And up comes Kalev now. They're going to work side by side to get past Tokarev. They can't do it on the bend. They're going to wait for the straight, and then they're going to push each other. Watch this.
Yeah, the draft buddies have found each other, so let's see what happens. And Laszlo is getting dumped for a second a lap at least.
So Tokarev has to push Parry now out in front. Parry holding that inside line. Stenica and Kalev has to work together now. Gary Cross down the inside, working hard. And here comes Chandra. I thought he was out of the picture. Oh, but he's pushed him in. And that's going to be a Constantina effect. But they've held it. Oh, they're all there. Look at this go.
Pack versus a free there.
Kalev around the outside. Stenica's got a push. And Meshkov, that's the Pro Mixed Flame team, up high, down the back. Saveliev not there to help him this time, as he's retired in P9. Bruno Kalev's there. He wants to run around the outside. He's got to take Stenica with him. Stenica's trying to get on the back there now. This is the view in the cockpit. Oh, stay there. He's got to just push. He's got to keep it as level as possible. If he starts to rub the back corner of this car, they're going to turn around just like we saw with Matthew Parry.
No, they're working well together. They're just not rubbing each other in the corners.
Look at that work together. 3 teammates up high. They're not making any grounds, as down below they're working well as well. Matthew Parry just skipping out, but Gary Cross had to come out there.
And Parry's holding on in front. Holding on.
He's got Tokarev pushing him, doing a great job together. 4 laps to go. Can they catch him? It doesn't look like it. Gary Cross try to get up there in P3, but he's got to worry about the train up high. What are they going to do? When are they going to come around and overtake? They're working well. This is what the racing's all about. Chandra going up the middle now, up in front of Bruno Kalev. Kalev's going to start catching Chandra, and that's the bit of carrot that the donkey needs if he's going to chase down the leaders here. Chandra's got to stay out in front and let Kalev just push. It's 2 rows now, one with 3, one with 4.
So let's see which train wins, the upper or the lower.
Not that one. To Glass, still circulating. Unfortunately, he's coming
Now
out of turn
20
2 at the
seconds
moment.
behind,
Yes.
Oh, got close there between Eric and Bruno there. He's been left out of the proximal train.
Chandra's out the back, but he'll be back on the inside line behind Gary Cross. Stanica and Kalev rubbing now. Kalev almost at the front, itching at the front, but Stanica's got to get off the rear bumper, otherwise he's got to wait for the straight, and there it is. Chandra's just going to push. Chandra's just pushed Meshkov out of the way. You've got to be a bit more delicate, but it could be the lag because Chandra's racing from Indonesia from HM Engineering, and these guys are in Russia, Australia, New Zealand and Argentina. Here he comes again, Eric Chandra with the white roll cage shining in the Captain America. I love the roof detail. But look at Bruno, he's etching out in front. He wants to get out in front and then come down low. He'll probably do that in turn 1 or 2. He wants to take that lead, stopping Tokarev coming through, but Tokarev's got to push mid-corner. And watch the exit on Parry and Tokarev. And here comes Gary Cross getting in the mix, and here comes the bulldozer.
He's Eric back again.
Eric Chandra.
Going to pick this time.
Yeah, he's in the middle now. He doesn't know what side to bat for. But he's going to take the inside line on this one and see how that works for him.
The ProMix lines are the lower lines winning out at the moment.
Well, Kalev missed out on that one now. He's... Oh, here he comes. He needs Stenica to come with him now. The sun shining.
Last lap.
This is the last lap, lap 40-40. Matthew Parry's been leading the whole way round. Will he run out of fuel on the last lap, Alan?
Can he keep it together? That's the question.
So I'll go up front. We've got 2 corners to go, Alan. It's been a big night. This has been the best race of the evening as the numbers dwindle. Here comes Kalev right around the outside, the side draft. Is he going to make it work? Tokarev wants to come out. He should come out now because there he goes. He's going to block Kalev coming. Meshkov coming around the outside now. Up high we go.
Here we go.
That's Matthew Parry. Come on, Matthew. Get the race win. Talladega's yours. But Tokarev's going to come around the outside. Oh, Cross is pushing him. Oh, that's a photo finish. Matthew Parry gets it ahead. He's going to thank his Trans-Tasman teammate, Gary Cross, for pushing him around. Well done. What a race. What a race. That was amazing.
3 photo finishes each race. That's brilliant.
Let's watch that replay. That was amazing. All right, so let's watch it from above now. This is how intense it got. Oh, no. Here they come around. No, that's... Oh, I've missed the replay for the race. Okay, so that's the end of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Parry, your race winner. Let's see if he gives us some donuts.
His first win of the season. Hoping he gives us some good ones.
Yeah, so cross the start finish line. He's got to do it for us. Here he goes. Cross the start finish line now.
He wants to try do some donuts just as well as his fellow countryman SVG.
Yeah, fellow New Zealander, but it was the Aussie that pushed him across the line. It definitely looked like Tokarev was going to take the win there, but a little push from Gary Cross saw Matthew Parry take the win just ahead of Vlad Tokarev, and Gary coming home in third. And that is the racing finish for this evening. What an amazing finish. The best race of the night, to be honest, there, Alan. That was amazing racing. That's what we wanted to see all night long.
Very professional driving from everyone in that race. Fantastic work.
Yeah, no, that was fantastic. Great to see from Matthew Parry there. All right, so that's the field just sitting in the garage now. Finished race 3 and the racing for this evening. It's been a long night. Thank you for staying with us. That is the end of the oval, and we'll be crowning. I think it's Bruno.
Bruno will definitely be the oval champion.
Okay, so congratulations to Bruno Kalev taking the oval championship for Pro Mixed Flame, and he'll be coming home with he'll be sent some prizes courtesy of Alan of Corgi Tours and the movie tours in Sydney, so stay tuned for that. And so the next round and the final round of the series will be round 12 at Bell Island. Now that is, let me see when that's going to be. For you guys at home, staying tuned, listening in. The next race will be, if I go to the schedule and show you guys, it is Bell Island, the 11th of December. So stay tuned for that one, and we'll bring you Bell Island in the NASCAR. So that concludes the oval racing for the NASCAR League 2024. Join us for the last road race and the last round of the evening at Bell Island on the 11th of December. While I've got the opportunity, I want to thank our sponsor and co-commentator, Alan Marks. Thank you very much tonight for your expertise commentating. Really appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Hope you had some fun there, and hope you guys at home enjoyed watching the coverage from Talladega. And until next time, it is good night from us.